Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin announced that the Virginia State Police were investigating allegations that Fairfax County, a high school there, Centerville High School, helped a 17-year-old minor obtain an abortion without parental consent. This was supposedly back in 2021. So I want to bring in now, for more details, Mary Szoch, who is FRC's director of the Center for Human Dignity. Mary, thank you for joining us.
Always great to be here, Jody.
Okay, real quickly, tell us what's going on here about this. This is a serious allegation from Centerville High School. What's happening?
Incredibly serious. The allegation is that there were actually two girls who a social worker at Centerville High School took to first convinced to have abortions, took them to the abortion facility, and perhaps even, it's alleged, used taxpayer dollars to pay for abortions there. The first minor, unfortunately, the abortion did take place. With the second girl was 5 months pregnant, and allegedly, the social worker told her, "You have no other option." And made her feel like she had to do this. Well, that girl actually walked out of that abortion facility after going in there, and so the abortion didn't take place. But these are two examples of two girls alleging that the same social worker coerced them and drove them to the abortion facility and paid for that abortion. What are the odds that those two are the only victims here?
Great point.
I think it needs to be looked into.
Absolutely. So what is Virginia law with all of this? I would assume this social worker is way out of the bounds of the law with this.
Certainly. In Virginia, there is a parental notification law. So parents, at least one parent is required to be notified in the event of a minor having an abortion. There are ways to bypass that, but it doesn't look like any of those were followed through. And it looks like this social worker just put herself in the place of the parents with no authority at all to do so, and without care for what was going to happen to these minors after the fact. We know that over a third of women who have abortions go on to attempt suicide. We know that women who have abortions are more likely to abuse alcohol and illicit drugs. We know that women who have abortions have struggles for the rest of their life because of the grief and pain. And we know God forgives and God is merciful and loving. But that social worker is not going to be there to help them receive God's grace. That social worker was done with them the minute that they had their abortion, or the minute that she dropped them off at that abortion facility. And these girls deserve better, and their parents deserve better from the school system.
Absolutely. We've only got about a minute left, Mary. Number one, do you know whether or not the social worker is still employed? And was there anyone other than the social worker who was aware of what was going on here? Just about a minute left.
Well, I did look up on the website today. Her name is still listed on the website for Centerville High School as a social worker there. There was one other teacher who was told of this situation, and she allegedly reported this as early as 2022. We know that there is a recording of her having a meeting with Fairfax County School officials in May of this past year, but she alleges that she reported this as early as 2022. This is something that Fairfax County is once again just trying to sweep under the rug.
All right, really just time for a yes or no type answer here. Did anyone investigate whether or not the pregnancy came about by a sexual assault?
No.
Wow. Unbelievable. Mary Szoch, thank you for bringing us this unbelievably disturbing story. We'll keep a pulse on it. Thank you for joining us today on Washington Watch.
Thanks for having me.